media. You know, a lot of things that are popular, you see, is people going through things, going through unhealthy situations in a relationship. That's what's on the forefront. That's what get highlighted in our community, in our society as a whole. I mean, look at Shirley and Ernesto. Why are we so interested in their story? Because it's drama, it's deceit, it's infidelity, it's betrayal, it's crime. You know, it's all of these negative things. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like people feed into the negativity, right? That's one of the reasons why we're so interested in Shirley and Ernesto's story. So and so many of us can relate to some pieces of that story somewhere or another, because if you've lived long enough, you've had some type of negative experience as it relates to relationships. You know what I mean?
And if you haven't, keep living.
Right. So in some way, some fraction of that story, it may be applicable to your life as well. And so that's why I think that, you know, because we focus so much on the negative when it comes to relationship as a society, that's why people don't think it's possible. Because now it's become so common for, you know, people to deal with infidelity and betrayal.
I mean, like we hear that more so than we do healthy relationships.
Look at Risa Tisa. Why did I get married? Look at all the different young women that be on TikTok all day crying about their baby daddy and their kids, and you know what I mean? Just all that crazy stuff that be going on. You know what I'm saying?
But and you know what? That makes me,
we feed into that.
That makes me feel good and hopeful that even though she had marriages that failed,
and she had 2 kids, and what do we hear on social media? Oh, if you're a woman, if you're a single mom, or if you're an unwed mom over 40, you're black, you have kids, you're unattractive, you know, your sexual market value is gone down, you're not as desirable. We hear these.
Ain't no man gonna want you,
right?
Because you got 4 kids,
or 2 kids, or 1 kid,
3 different baby daddies. That is not true, y'all.
We hear that stuff on social media.
Had a friend that I went to school with, and we got married at the same time. My 3rd marriage, we got married at the same time. She got married, I got married. And we came, as a matter of fact, we came back off of Christmas break, and we both were married. And she said, "You got married? Congratulations." I said, "You got married too?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Somebody felt sorry enough to marry me with 3 children." I said, "No, don't say that." So some women think that just because they have 3 and 4 children, that no man won't love them and accept their children. That's not true.
That's a lie from the pit of hell.
That's a lie. Don't y'all never let nobody tell you you can't find love after having children. That is not so, y'all. And don't feel some type of way about that. Don't let society put that pressure on you to feel some type of way about having children and want to be married again,
or because you look a certain kind of way, you're not deserving of love. That's a lie from the pit of hell. And a lot of times when people say that, and I believe it's like them, and I feel like when people say stuff like that, a lot of times it's like they speaking a spell over your life, like they trying to curse you. And when people do stuff like that, you know, you have to return it back to sender. And the first way you can do that is not believing what they're saying as being the truth, as being the gospel. You have to have faith.
Tell them, that's not true.
Right.
You don't speak that in my life. That may be true for you,
but not for me. You don't let people speak curses over your life like that.
And you instantly rebuke them.
And cut it off.
Cut it
off at the knees. Because if you believe that and you feed into it, then you give it legs and it grows and it can actually manifest in your life. That's why you know, if you're single and you're looking to be partnered, be mindful, because you know
people you hang out with.
Right. And also remember that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So if you talking about how you ain't gonna never find nobody, you know, all men are trash or all women are trash, whatever your orientation is.
You got a girlfriend that's always talking about it ain't no man out here, and it's hard out here. I've been on a dating site and I ain't found nobody. And you know that you desire to be mated up and be with somebody, and every time you get with your girlfriend, she whining and crying about it ain't no men out here, dating out here is hard. Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
And the same thing for men. If your homeboys always talking about these bees ain't ish, they ain't no good, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Yes.
Leave them alone.
You gotta be mindful.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Yes.
So I am happy for her. I'm happy that she found love again. I was just questioning, I'm still, about that.
And here's the thing. I know people were up in arms. That was a big thing on social media. 3 marriages in 7 years. Oh my God, I can't even get a dude.
I'm happy for her.
I can't even get a dude to text me back. Stop being a hater, 1. 2, everybody is different. Some people don't need 7, 10, 15 years to heal. I hate when I hear women say stuff like that, like, oh, I need 10 plus years to heal. I've been single for 10, 15 years. I need to heal. Girl, that ninja been moved on after 6 months.
And he ain't slung no snot over you.
No, go to therapy, do what you need to do, and get back out there. Because I believe, y'all, every 6 months the dating scene changes. It's something new.
So why do you think that?
Because it's all this different ideologies being spewed out on social media.
So for
and things
millennials
are
or
changing.
Gen X?
Everybody. If you've been off this dating scene for more than 6 months, once you get back on that dating scene, it's going to be slightly different in one way or another. It may not be a huge difference, but it's going to be slightly different, especially with social media and the trends of dating apps and the different mentalities that we have, it's constantly changing. So if you need to take time, because dating is like a job, and sometimes you get exhausted because you're exerting a lot of energy getting to know different people. I think it's fine if you need to take a break, but I'm just saying don't stay out the game too long. And some women, like Latoya, evidently, she has a therapist. She actually did a podcast, yes. Dear Future Wifey. If y'all are familiar with Latarius, from Dear Future Wifey, Latoya Luckett did an interview with her therapist talking about healing and talking about her faith in God. It was a really good interview. But if you have a good therapist, you're solidified in your spirituality or your religion, whatever it may be, and you feel like you're ready, and that's what God has for you to get back out there and find your life partner, I say go and do it. I don't think you need to wait 7, 10, 15 years to heal. Some people don't need that much time. Some people can take 6 months to a year and a half to heal, and they ready to go. Mm-hmm. And, so it's all about your mindset. If you believe it can happen, if you want it to happen, if you're hopeful, if you have a positive outlook for it, and if you're open to it. You got to be emotionally available and receptive to it, because, you have to be careful what you pray for, because God will give it to you. So you got to be ready if it's what you truly want. And the universe is listening too. The universe is neutral. It's neither negative nor positive. It just has to yield to you either way. So you also have to be careful about what you speak, what you say, your thoughts. If you want to be partnered, stop listening to, podcasts or shows, or listening to people who have a negative outlook about relationships, because that's counterproductive. If you want to be partnered, then you are going to have a positive outlook about a man or a woman. You may not like the whole gender, but you need to have relatively some positive thoughts and emotions towards, whatever person you're interested in. If you like a man, you can't just be like all men are horrible. If you like women, you can't just be like all women are horrible, because how is that going to work? You want one, but you hate them. That doesn't make any sense.
Or you lump them in the one category.
Right. Now, if you don't want nobody, disregard what I'm talking about. If you ain't looking for nobody, you solo dolo, you going to ride this thing out by yourself. To hell with a partner. You don't even want nobody coming to your house. Yeah, if you like Whoopi Goldberg, you don't want nobody in your house, you don't want to be bothered, just disregard what I'm saying. This is mumbo jumbo.